Hello, welcome to Tabletop CP, where today we head back to Mexico to complete the Spectre operations campaign, the Doomsday Device. Alright, so yeah, it's been a little bit since we played Spectre, and we wanted to finish up the Doomsday Device campaign before we decided where we're going to go next with this game. So here we are, back in Rio Manteca, and what we're going to do right now is we're just going to dive right into the briefing.
Good evening, gentlemen. As you know, the Doomsday Device has been located. It is being held in the old church in Rio Manteca, virtually right under our noses. Our boys in the Mexican army have been making good progress, and the Arbok defensive lines are collapsing onto Rio Manteca itself for a last stand. So far, we have made a few probes into the city, but have met heavy resistance. In our last push, a squad of Mexican soldiers was cut off inside a house in the enemy zone. They are currently being attacked by Federalists, who are the only enemy force inside the ring, for the moment. They are in a good position, but cannot hold out forever. Also, due to the stiffening resistance and some strange signals coming from the church, we believe the device is being prepared for detonation. Since we now have the cooperation of the man who designed the thing and know what it can do, this cannot be allowed to happen. Not unless we want half of northern Mexico to be a no-go zone for the next 25 years. Dr. Sandoval, also known as El Cerebro, will be accompanying you to the site. Alright, listen up. Here's what we need to do. Sergeant Smith, his squad from 10th Mountain, along with Padilla and his men, and Shadowspear, along with Mr. El Cerebro, will be approaching the church from the west. First order of business is to rescue Sergeant Vasquez and his squad from the Mexican army from this compound here. From there, once both compounds are secure, you can make a push on the church, and in short order, disable the device with help from El Cerebro. Now we know you 10th Mountain boys are idiots, but do you think you morons can handle this? Arbok is responding to the threat at the church. The area around the church had been considered safe until now, so it was only lightly defended by Federalists and the chemical operators guarding the device. However, reinforcements are being pulled from other parts of the battlefield to reinforce the church. Be prepared for anything. Word is Arbok has smuggled a couple old tanks into the area. Don't ask.
Alright, so there we have it, the briefing. Somebody's gotten a little carried away with the editor, I think, but overall, pretty cool, I think, to do it like that. Let me know what you guys think. So, now that we've seen the briefing, what we're going to do is talk about some of the mission specifics. We begin with the objective of the mission, and the objective is for the good guys to get to the church and disable the Doomsday Device before it obliterates half of northern Mexico. The objective for Arbok is to either stop the enemy from detonating it or to detonate the device intentionally. Arbok can detonate the device when the allies reach the church on a roll of 5+. If they roll a 6, that means that the chemical operators guarding the device have grown unconscious and they chose not to detonate. When the allies reach the device, if they have El Cerebro with them, who is the man who designed the device, they can disable it on a roll of 2+. If they happen to fail that roll, then Pierre, the leader of Arbok, who is in his lair somewhere else in the world watching what's going on via satellite, can try to remote detonate the device. And he will do that on a 4+. If he fails, then El Cerebro can again try to disable it on the next turn. And assuming that that keeps going, whoever gets their roll first will either blow it up or disable it. For deployment, Sergeant Vasquez and his squad from the Mexican army who are stranded in this complex here will start the game in the complex. The Federalists, who are the main defensive force for Arbok in this sector, are going to be deployed anywhere around the church. So pretty much anywhere inside that ring of that road. The Arbok chemical operators, the men guarding the device, will start inside the church with the device. And their only rule is that 2 of them have to stay with the device. The other 2 can do whatever they want, but at least 2 of them have to stay in the church with the device. The good guys will be coming in from this board edge here. Just right at the start of the game, we're just going to start right off. There will be some Arbok Reinforcements coming in from that board edge over there, the eastern board edge. And the umpire will be the one who determines when they come in. I don't want to do a set either turn limit or spot. I guess I could do a spot on the map when the good guys reach, but if we have the umpire, he'll be able to make a call when he thinks is a good time for them to come in. Talk about the terrain real quick. So to start with, we have a new mat. This is the Medieval City map by Cigar Box. Corey sent me an email, asked if I'd be interested in trying out some of their mats, and I was. And he sent a couple, and this is the first one we're going to try out. So Medieval City mat in northern Mexico. So it's another versatile mat, and it's also fleece, and it's really cool. Otherwise, terrain, as you know, if you play Spectre, terrain is part of it, but not a huge part of it. The main things that I need to mention is that it's -3 to shoot through these wooden fences. This is a low waist high wall, so it'll be -2 to shoot at anyone behind it. And then the taller walls are block line of sight. And then if you're up here, it's going to be -3 to hit you as well as -3 to hit you in the bell tower, and another -2 here. Got a patch of woods, -2 to hit. Same with that. And that's really all there is for terrain. So let's go ahead and take a look at the forces.
To start with, we have one squad of trained Mexican soldiers from the Mexican Army, 4 men, 3 with assault rifles, 1 with a light machine gun. They all have body armor, and they are led by trained Sergeant Vasquez, who's also carrying frags and comms. Next up, we have the elites of the force, the task force operators. They're commanded by Sergeant First Class Greg Padilla in overall charge. With him from the task force is Sergeant Sander Tyson. Representing Shadow Spear in the operation, Andrew Cox and Simon Anderson. These men are all operators, elite, armed with carbines, pistols, red dots, scopes, body armor. Each have frag, stun, and smoke grenade, comms, close combat weapon, and a med kit. And Sergeant First Class Padilla also has long-range comms. Padilla, or anyone else who winds up with the long-range comms, also has access to 1 Hellfire missile. And finally, we have Dr. Sandoval, El Cerebro himself, the bomb expert. He is armed with a pistol, and he has body armor. Next, we have 1 squad from the 10th Mountain Division, 3rd Battalion, 14th Infantry, Bravo Company, 9 men, 1 LMG, 1 DMR, 1 underbarrel grenade launcher, 1 medium machine gun, 1 medic. They all have body armor and red dots, and they are commanded by Sergeant Smith, who is a professional sergeant with comms and a frag. Next, we have the Arbok Forces and their Federalist allies. We begin with the elite chemical operators. They are led by Harry Elston with the red base, followed by Olivier Decalone with the gray base. And then we have Alfred Wallace with the green base, and finally Lars Shiving with the black base. These men are equipped very similar to the good guy operators. They all have a pistol, red dot, scope, body armor, frag, stun, smoke, 1 each, comms, close combat weapon, med kit. But they do have 2 assault rifles, 1 SMG on Elston, and then the flamethrower. Next is the corrupt Mexican Federalists who are assisting Arbok. There's 10 men. They are all militia. They're armed with assault rifles and have 1 RPG. They also have body armor, and they are led by a militia sergeant with frag and comms. Next up, we have the Arbok Reinforcements who are coming in from the surrounding battlefield to reinforce the church. They are professionals, and they are led by Sergeant Kevin Green. So these guys are all going to be professionals, 9 men. They have assault rifles, most of them. 1 has an AT-4. There's an LMG, a DMR. They all have red dots, scopes, pistols, body armor. And Kevin Green has frags and comms. And last but not least, coming in from reserve is 1 Arbok T-55 tank. They somehow smuggled these into Mexico, and they've stashed them around Rio Manteca for just such an event.
And that will do it for the forces introduction. Now when the players arrive, they will be briefed independently, as they will not know exactly what each other has, or when or where it's going to come on. That will be up to the game master. So we'll go ahead and brief these guys and get started. Robert's arrived. I don't know where Andre is. He's missing in action, so I am going to have to play the good guys myself. Now normally I would be the game master and I would be keeping things secret, but since I wrote the campaign, I really can't keep anything secret. I mean, I can keep stuff secret from Robert, but he can't keep stuff secret from me.
How you put all the car bombs?
Yeah, no car bombs in this one. Yeah, it's going to be hard enough to get to the church. So originally in the briefing, I had mentioned that the game master would determine when the reinforcements came in. But since that is no longer an option, what we're going to do is, if I reach the church, the Arbok Reinforcements can start coming in, and they will come in on a 3+. So that's how we're going to work reinforcements. So that is pretty much it. So deployment-wise, I guess I should deploy Vasquez. Deployment. Vasquez and his squad have deployed in the compound. Got the machine gun and one assault rifle facing the gate. So this gate is closed, but you can't go through it. And then Vasquez and one other guy are over here, kind of looking this direction. And the Federalists pretty much half have deployed on the other side of that fence on the hill. They do have a truck with a 50 cal on it, and one man is in there manning the 50 cal. And there's 4, including the Sergeant Morales, just there behind the fence by the church. And then all 4 of the chemical operators are in there with the Doomsday Device. And that's it, so let's go ahead and begin. So he's going to roll 5, number 1. So you have the initiative. So no command phase, he just put a bunch of stuff on Overwatch, so did I. There's really no reason not to. And then he had no movement, but I did. And I brought my machine gun team in here. My DMR designated marksman here. I think he can shoot, but they can't. And then my squad has broken up. I have Smith, the medic, and the AT-4 have sprinted up to this barrier. The other half of the squad is sprinted over there. And my operators and El Cerebro have sprinted in along the fence here. And is now combat phase. So first, he's going to fire the...
We're going to fire that crack in the wall.
It's right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Needing an 8.
An 8. No.
It's a miss, so it's going to scatter.
Okay.
See where it lands.
That way 4 inches. And nobody cares.
Yeah, it's just going to kind of blow up outside the gate. All right. Got any other shooting? So you do have guys on the fence here that can see me through the fence over here. All right, my marksman is going to fire all the way down. He's got a longer range weapon. He's only in the 2nd range band, but he has a scope which cancels that out. And -3 for the fence, which brings me from a 4 to a 1 against his 2. 3.
To my 3.
So you got it, because I was a 1, you were a 2.
Okay.
And it's just a suppression, but that's not enough.
Nope.
And I can't do any other shooting because everyone either sprinted or they're setting up the gun. All right, let's go on to initiative.
Yours.
Right, I got it this time because now we both have professional sergeant on the board. You got your guy Elston, and I have Padilla. After the movement phase, we both moved. So first I had that Bravo team move around the back side of that little area there. They're now behind that granary building from these guys. Smith and his men have moved up behind this car. Everyone went on Overwatch in the command phase. So I had the main team here with El Cerebro, and the boys move into the yard here. And I'm just going to sit tight with these guys for now. And then over here, no one moved except the truck backed up about 6 inches. And that's it for movement. Now combat.
Okay.
First thing that's going to happen, his truck does now have line of sight onto Smith. So Smith might as well take a shot at your truck.
Oh.
Here we go. 1 against 3. Ooh, 1 against 3.
No. Dodged it.
Not quite.
Okay. Now I got to...
So I get to finish the rest of my shooting.
Okay.
So next up is going to be the marksman again. And he's going to fire again at those guys behind the fence. Okay.
No.
All right then, the machine gun now will fire. It is set up and ready to rock and roll.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna have sustained fire. I get to reroll a miss too because I have a crewman with me. And it's going to be sustained fire, which is gonna hit, what, 4 shots for everyone within 2 inches of the target. So there's a guy behind the wall here, a guy there, a guy there. I'll put two on the guy by the wall. So I'm a 5 minus 1 more for the range band,
4.
and then
3 for the
minus
fence.
3.
0, 1.
I'm back to 1s. Alright, so 3.
Beat them both.
Beat them both.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the first guy. The next guy, these 2 guys get 1 each. Whoops. Okay, so that guy.
No.
I think I hit him.
You hit him. You did not hit him. So you hit
Okay,
the guy
so
in the
this
middle.
guy, lethality check. He's
Oh,
down.
he's down. He's dead.
Is he the sergeant?
No.
Okay, so I killed the guy, and I did some suppression
3
to
hits.
you.
So that's a suppression check.
So that's 4, yeah. So do a check.
Yeah,
If you fail.
Failed?
So those guys are now going to be, I believe, suppressed.
Okay.
I have a reroll for a miss, so I'll reroll the guy on the far end over there. I think you still got it.
Yeah, because I'm a
It's a
2.
tie.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the 50 cal on the truck is going to fire at Jeff Smith. So we'll figure out what we need. So 50 cal is going to be at a 1 when all modifiers are applied. We're just going to say he's going to go right through that car. And I'm going to be at a defensive 2. So go ahead and roll your 4 shots onto Smith. Ooh,
2
2
sixes,
sixes.
a 4, and a 3.
Oh boy. Okay, the 6.
Oh, you beat 1.
The other 6.
Tied it. No.
That's a win, I think.
Yeah. That beat it. And you beat it. So I think I got 1
Yeah,
through.
so this is 7.
Yeah. To your
And that's a 6.
6.
Yep. So in 3. Oh, Smith is down. Smith has been killed, the squad leader, right off the bat by the 50 cal. I don't think I took enough suppression, but let me check.
You only took.
Since Smith is down, our command is 3. We just got 4 shots from that heavy MG. So check. Oh, they're not. They're going to be suppressed. So those guys behind the car are suppressed now by the 50 cal. All right, well, that was bad. Smith is down. Initiative. Okay,
Yours.
I got the initiative this time. So, okay, well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to rally these boys in my command phase. Yeah.
I'm
So
going
they're
to try
gonna be-
rallying them in mine.
Okay. No,
No.
they're not. And that's everyone else probably is going Overwatch as always.
Yep.
And movement and tactical. Movement phase. They didn't move. They're just covering the church from there. The Padilla and his group have moved up to the fence to get line of sight on those guys. Cerebro has moved around here. These guys are just going to still stay tight because everyone's on Overwatch, that 50 cal. I don't know if I want to pop out of that gate right into that. So I'm not going to do that. Meanwhile, that Bravo team over there has moved up towards that compound. And the only thing Robert did, oh well, no, he did a couple things. He moved a guy from here back into the forest, and all the guys that were along the fence just pulled back. 2 inches back, can't be seen anymore. So they are now out of line of sight of all of my shooting now. And that's how this game works. If you go a second,
Yep.
you can get out of line of sight of stuff like that. So
Unless you got guys on Overwatch.
that means no combat, right?
Yep.
No one's got line of sight to anything. So initiative.
Yours.
I got it again. The end of the next movement phase. I've made all the operators have made it over. El Cerebro could not make it over the fence. The medic and the AT4 guy have come around, and they have taken up position here to cover that fence. My machine gun and my marksman have made it over the fence. And Bravo team is now in the courtyard over there. And then Robert, what did you do again?
All I did was make sure that my guys are covering.
Oh yeah, so he had Alfred Wallace just turn and face to cover that door there. And that is it. And again, I think we have no combat.
I think that's a reasonable assessment.
So initiative.
Initiative. It's yours.
Into the movement phase. These guys moved up to the fence here. Or did I do that last time? I might have done that last time. Machine gun has moved up behind the dumpster here. He's going to start setting up cover in the front of the church. Anderson has moved up to the corner here to cover the front of the church and that fence line. My marksman has moved up here. Padilla and Tyson and Cox and El Cerebro have run into the house. They're on the bottom floor. Meanwhile, Vasquez and one other guy have moved up to the top floor, not quite to the window yet. And these guys are just going to sit tight covering that gate. And the Federalists have done no movement at all, so it is combat phase, and again, we have no targets to shoot at. So back to initiative.
Mm-hmm.
We got it again. So he's going to fire Overwatch.
Two
And,
ones. So, or sorry, 2 3s.
yeah, what he's doing is he is firing 2 assault rifles from here at these guys who moved up into the window, and he was going to wind up at a -1.
So I have 2 3s, and you are a 2.
We're starting at a 2, so it can't do anything.
Can't do anything.
So that's 2 suppressions. They have their sergeant with them, so they don't have to take a test yet.
The
The RPG can't. It's going to automatically scatter.
Okay, I can live with that.
Okay. Because there's no way you can get an 8.
3 minus 1.
Unless you're trying to get it right through the window. And in which case you would be at a -1 against my... Yeah, just see what happens.
Okay.
Just roll the scatter. Just roll it right in here.
Oh, in there?
Oh,
3 inches this way, so it'd be like right here.
well, how's it going to land there? It's going to...
It missed it instead of basically I fired it, and I didn't get the arc right, and so it landed right there.
What? It's not a mortar. It's just going to blow up on the outside of the wall. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not launching a grenade or throwing a mortar.
It is a grenade launcher. It's a rocket-propelled grenade.
Technically, that's what they call it. Yeah, I can see if it was like a M203 bouncing off. Well, even then it wouldn't bounce off. It would still just blow up.
It could have bounced off. You know, not initiated the fuse.
Okay, so nothing.
Nothing.
And it's your movement phase.
I moved.
So he's not going to move. And what I think actually happened with the RPG is it flew over the top. Because, I mean, rules is written, yeah, as long as if it's 6 inches wide, you're going to hit it somehow. You know, even if you have no possibility of hitting it. So we'll just say it just flew over.
Or it didn't go. It lodged in the wall and didn't go off.
Didn't go off. Could have been a dud. Shooting now. So I do have some shooting. These guys, Vasquez and his buddy here, are going to fire at the guy in the... Well, we'll do it one at a time.
Okay.
And I think that's really all I have. We'll have Vasquez fire at the guy manning the 50 cal. I'm at a 0.
Okay.
Need a good roll? Okay, you need a...
No.
No. So the other guy will shoot. Oh, I could double tap you too.
You could. You'd be -1.
This guy's going to double tap. I want to get that suppression on you. I don't know if you can lose to those or not.
No. And
But
no.
that is 3 suppression, so you have to take a suppression test.
Yeah.
Passes. Okay. Yeah, that fire was ineffective. What else? That's the only shooting I have, so we'll let
Machine
you
gun.
go
The
ahead and
50
shoot
cal is
back.
going to shoot up that window.
Okay. So it's going to be sustained fire from the 50 cal on the truck. Well, go ahead. So we'll start with Vasquez.
Oh.
Jeez. Okay, it's the 6.
No.
That's a hit. That's a save.
Yeah.
It is a hit on Vasquez.
3 plus lethality. No. What happens
happens.
to him?
Ooh, he
2.
takes a wound. So he's, I believe, stunned for 2 turns or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so
We
the
can
guy
look it
with him. So 50 cal went right through the wall.
No, you're
I
gonna
can't lose those.
But you do have a suppression roll.
I do have a suppression check. So using Vasquez's, we pass.
Can he do that if he's stunned because he's got a 1?
That's true. It drops him to a 1, huh?
I think he failed.
So they are suppressed by the 50 cal. So the 50 cal has taken out Smith. It's wounded Vasquez, and it suppressed those guys. Suppressed them too, but they rallied it off, and I didn't mention, but he has rallied off his suppression that he had over there as well. So that's the 50 cal. Everyone else is fired.
Yep, they fired in Overwatch.
Okay. So that will be the end of the combat phase.
Yep.
So let's roll initiative again. Moving right along. I can't win all. I want to save some of these wins for when I really need it. Right now, it's not super important. Tried to rally these boys, but they didn't. He's still at a 1. I think 1 more turn. I think 2 turns he was stunned or whatever it was.
Stunned for 2 turns.
My marksman moved up here next to my AT4 to cover the square and the church. My machine gun is in a great spot here. He's got line of sight through that gap in that courtyard. He's got the whole front of this under his vision. These guys pulled back from the wall after they failed their rally. They didn't want to get hit by that 50 cal again. Meanwhile, Cox and Anderson have moved up tactically into the breach. Padilla and Tyson, along with Vasquez and his man, and El Cerebro have moved up to get in front of this fence, or the gate here. I wanted to pop out, but I can't do it without the support of these two guys. So once they get their stuff together, get back to the window, we might try to pop out. Otherwise, the Federalists have done no movement again. And again, no one has line of sight to anything.
Yep.
So we move right along to the next
Initiative.
Hey, you got it for
I
once.
got it.
Into the movement phase. I had Anderson throw a smoke grenade. It landed here and it kind of drifted over this direction. I also had Tyson toss one over and it's drifted this direction. It did leave a small gap here. I was hoping to block this off, but it did not happen. So I had the choice to make. Do I try to overwhelm these four guys? Didn't one of them die? Or was he already taken out? Okay.
So I had 5 there.
Oh, okay. They did move up, so they have the initiative, so they're going to be able to shoot first. But I had moved up Anderson tactically to there. Cox moved up tactically behind that post. And I am going to have my medium machine gun, Anderson, and all these guys. So they're going to get to do their shooting first, though. So it's a risk. So we'll go ahead and see what happens here. These two guys on the my left here are going to fire at my machine gun. And then
second range band.
Morales and this guy are going to shoot at these two Mexican army guys here. So we'll figure out what we need. So it'll be -1 versus my defensive 2.
1 possible.
So the 5 there?
Yeah.
That 4's a possible too, I believe.
No.
That's a hit.
Okay, but you took 4, so that's a suppression check.
Yeah. The 4 is not a possible?
It'd be
That's a 5?
3. It'd be a 4, go to a 3. You're a 2.
Okay.
Minimum you could roll is a 3.
Okay, so suppression check.
Suppression check.
I think they do take a suppression.
Good.
So that's going to be like a -2 for them to hit from now on.
Here.
Okay. And then we got the Mexican soldiers over there are going to get shot at by Morales and this other guy.
We're in the first range band, so it's just a -1 for the double tap.
Yeah, they're just right in the open there.
So it's 2 to 2.
2 to 2. First guy.
You can be...
The 4. That's a hit then.
It's a hit,
Yeah.
and
it's not a kill. He is incapacitated though.
and
So
he's bleeding out.
okay, so one of those guys, I don't know who you were shooting at there.
This one.
Okay, so the assault rifle guy. Next guy. Oh, jeez, that's not good.
Probably dead.
6.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, he's dead. So the machine gunner is just killed
Outright.
outright by the double hit. And that's it for your shooting. So now I can return fire. The thing I'll do is I will have the machine gun fire back. He is suppressed, which gives him a -2 to his shooting, which takes him down to a 3. -3 for the fence. And -1 more for long range. So I'm a -1, but I do have 4 shots, so that's 1 each, right? Mm-hmm. So we'll start on the left. Okay, you can't lose that. Could lose that. Oh,
Yeah, I
you
did.
do. So the guy next to the second guy over
Okay.
from...
Lethality?
I think it's a 4+ on this. No.
Nope.
He's hit, and he is stunned. So Morales, you
No.
can't possibly lose that.
No.
Can't possibly lose that.
But that is a suppression check.
That is a suppression check for that unit.
They're
It
suppressed.
failed, so they are now suppressed. Okay. So the machine gun, even though suppressed himself, was able to stun one man and suppress the that team. So next up, we're going to do Anderson firing at Morales. I'm going to double tap Morales. We're going to be equal here. So 3s against 3s. That's a 6.
First one.
So you beat that.
Did not beat that.
Fail.
So it's a
5+.
possible. Yep. No.
It's just a hit. See what happens to him.
Stunned.
He is also stunned. So Morales is now stunned as well. Okay, so my Mexican troops are dead. But I still do have
2 operators.
2 operators. I have Tyson and Padilla. Start with Tyson. He can only see the guy in the end here.
Yep.
He's going to double tap, so 3s against 3s again. Ooh, 6. That's a hit.
It's a hit.
That's a hit. So the guy on the far right there is dead.
Dead.
And now Padilla will shoot at Morales. Same deal. It's a hit.
Hit.
Carbine, 5+.
No.
Ooh, he's that's a 3. Let me see what that is. Morales takes a serious wound and he's bleeding out, and he will bleed out in 5 turns.
Okay.
So these guys are suppressed. They got 2 stun guys, 1 bleeding out, and 1 dead. Okay, and that's it for the combat. So let's see initiative. Now it's starting to matter here. 4, 5.
I have it.
Okay, you got it again.
Yep.
So this is going to disappear in 2 turns,
Let's see if we can unsuppress.
and then 1 turn.
I need a 2.
Okay.
No.
And I'm going to see if I can unsuppress my machine gun team. Yes. So they're going to unsuppress. Any other commands?
Yeah, everybody's going on Overwatch.
No surprise there.
No surprise there.
Alright, so we'll go straight to movement. Movement phase. Morales and his suppressed, stunned / wounded team is pulled back from the fence. The guys that were up here have moved behind this barrier. The truck has moved into the smoke. Meanwhile, Olivier has moved out with his assault rifle, and Elston has moved out with his SMG. They both move tactically behind the wall. I am going to move El Cerebro out tactically, or just normally, and then Padilla. Who's he? Oh, Tyson. Padilla and Tyson move tactically. They're going to throw a stun grenade at these guys. And other than that, the smoke is still hanging around, so these guys can't see anything, sadly. And that's it. Everyone else is going to shoot. So you get to shoot first, though. Stun grenade. Yeah. So these guys are going to be stunned.
Okay.
Which is going to drop all of them, I believe, all of their stats to a 1.
Okay, so they're each gonna double tap El Cerebro. And I'm gonna
Okay.
fire an RPG at him.
Fire an RPG at El Cerebro. Alright, here we go. Hold on a second. Alright, go ahead. First guy at... both of them, I guess, are shooting at El Cerebro.
Yeah, so you got 2 possible.
Okay, so the 6.
Beat him. So you stopped 1.
1 hit.
He's dead.
Oh no, El Cerebro is taken down. Shouldn't have run out there.
And the RPG's gonna fire, but it's gonna miss because I can't roll an 8.
Oh, so the RPG went over. But Olivier is going to fire at my marksman. I'm
firing at the anti-tank guy.
Oh, the AT4 guy. Okay. So what did we say you were?
So I'm a 6.
+1 for 7 for the scope.
7 for the scope.
Minus-
Second range band makes it a
6.
6. The
minus
fence
3.
makes it a 3. What's your defense?
3, because I'm tactical up there.
2 shots at 2.
Okay, so 2 shots at 2 from Olivier. Oh shit!
Sixes.
Well, I don't need to roll these separate.
You spanged them both.
Did I?
No, the 7 you didn't.
I'm a
the
3.
You're a 3. So you spanged 1.
Okay, so it's a hit with the assault rifle.
He's dead.
He's dead. Oh no, because he's got our body armor.
Okay.
So that gives him a +1. So he's just hit. So see what happens to him. He's he's pretty
Bleeding
much
out.
dead.
No,
He's knocked
No,
unconscious.
it's not the marksman. It's the AT guy.
He's knocked unconscious and he's going to bleed out. So he's going to have to probably try to stop his bleeding
Yep.
to get him back in the fight.
And then Harry Elston's SMG. What's its range band?
I think it's only 9 inches. I don't know if he can even see anything.
He can see that machine gun team.
I don't think he can. I think he can only fire into like the 3rd range band or
It'll be
4th.
27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My fire. So I am going to throw a frag with Padilla
Okay.
and see if I can land it on that guy in the middle there. Yeah, we do. So they're all going to be dead because a 1 inch anyone
Yeah,
within
they're all
1
dead.
inch is toast.
Okay.
So Padilla has taken them all out with a frag. Tyson, he cannot see anything. And I don't really... Oh, my marksman can see Olivier.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a 5 a 6 for the scope, but -2 for your fence. Is that a... I think that's, yeah, the second range band.
Yep.
So I'm back to 5?
5.
-2. So a 3?
3.
Against your 3, because you went tactical.
Yeah.
So 3 against 3.
That's only a 3?
Oh, 4. Yeah, because
4.
you started as a 3 because you're
Yeah.
elite, yeah. So 3 against 4. Okay, you can't possibly lose that. My machine gun. Can it see anything? I think we
Elston.
agreed that we can't see... Oh, we
You
can see Elston.
You get
yeah.
4 shots at Elston.
4 shots at Elston. 3s against 4s on 4 shots. So there's a decent chance I do some damage to Elston here.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So just those 2 you could possibly... that's a fail.
Fail. That's a beat. So 1 hit.
1 hit. So
Does he have body armor?
yeah, he does. So I need a 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
Killed him.
Elston is killed. Killed by the 10th Mountain Division machine gun.
That's a bad...
So we've lost Elston. You've lost... These guys got hit by a frag.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
Olivier is my senior.
He's taking command.
Yeah, he's taking command.
All right, let's roll initiative. I think that's all the... okay,
It's yours.
I got to be able to beat that, yeah.
Yeah, it's yours.
Okay, perfect. Movement phase, I started jumping over the wall here. One guy didn't make it. He got hung up on the tree branch, apparently. These 2 guys made it, but Olivier is on Overwatch. He's going to take a shot as they hop the fence.
10.
10. I can't beat that.
You're a defensive 3?
I'm a defensive 2.
2. Yeah, you can't beat that. And
So
did not kill you.
didn't pen, but see what happens to him on the way down.
5.
Oh,
Pull.
that was a guy with my grenade launcher too. So he jumps the fence, gets hit by a bullet, lands in a pool of blood.
Yeah, Olivier is a skeet shooter in his spare time.
Olivier's not bad.
No.
Poor Elston.
Don't shoot Elton, you only make Olivier mad.
The truck is going to... well, first, did I summarize my movement? I don't
No,
think
you
I
didn't.
did. These guys moved tactically over here. They didn't want to get in front of that 50 cal arc. He stayed put because he's going to stay on Overwatch. Anderson has moved tactically up behind this car to see if we can get a shot on Olivier. We saw what happened over there. The medic is moving back this way. He moved over there and stopped the bleeding, but the medic's got the med pack. If I want him back into action, he's going to have to get to... medic's going to have to get to him. Now, Cox is about to get run over by this the Federali police truck.
Yep.
But I do have 1 shot.
You have
So
1
what do we
shot.
say? It was a 4 against a 3.
You're a 4 against a 3.
On the driver. Okay. That's an 8.
You hit him.
I hit the driver.
You did not kill him.
Let's see.
You gotta check the vehicle table. You're firing at a vehicle.
Yeah, let's check it. All right, first thing's going to happen. So I hit him. I'm a shoot. So we're saying the vehicle. So I'm a pen of 5, the carbine. He's a regular truck, which makes him a 4. So I did penetrate the truck. So I shot through the engine block. We'll say.
Oh no, you hit the driver.
Oh yeah, and then on the table it said driver hit because I had the 1 from the being 1 over for 5 against 4. I rolled that 4, so that's 5 driver hit with a lethality 3 roll.
The
So
driver's
don't
not
kill
dead.
the driver.
And you stun him.
Yeah, so he's just stunned or whatever.
Yep.
But it does move D6 in a random direction. So it's going to go back 6 inches. Okay, so he's did a donut and he's back over here, I guess.
Yeah, well, I guess you can't shoot me because I'm outside your arc.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work. Okay, well that's interesting. So the driver's stunned. He's wheeled around. Everyone's freaking out in the truck. And after that, I really don't have arc on him now. And he already shot, so he can't shoot again.
Yep.
So I didn't.
Olivier's.
I did save Cox from getting run over though.
Yeah.
So he saved himself. So
Yeah.
we'll be happy with that.
And then Olivier is ducking back behind
Olivier's
the.
going to move back. Probably a good move.
You're on Overwatch. You can put 1 shot down range.
Oh, with my machine gun?
Machine gun, yeah.
I could. I might as well. What do I got to lose? Okay, we'll take a shot at Olivier with the machine gun on his way out.
Hey.
Well, if it's going to happen, that's what's going to do it. We rolled
Yeah, you got him.
3. Did I, though? It's a miss.
Good.
Even with that roll. Because he's moving tactically, gets a 4 of defense. I got a bunch of minuses. So is that it for your movement?
Nope.
Oh, no, you still got some guys in the church, and you got some guys in the courtyard. So
Yep, he's tactically moving right here.
they can't come out, remember? You always have to leave 2 guys with the device.
2 guys with the device. Never mind then. He's not coming out.
I'll do it for this turn. So this is the end of this smoke.
Yep.
And Cerebro's dead. Killed in action. So initiative. 2. Oh, you got it.
I got it.
Okay. Okay, so command phase. He tried to unsuppress these guys again unsuccessfully with Morales. These guys now finally have some line of sight, so they're going to go on Overwatch. Vasquez and his dude. And then everyone else just went on Overwatch as well. And movement phase, he is going to try to drive over these guys. The bleeding, or not, he's not bleeding, he's just stunned. He got hit in the head, in the helmet, whatever. But he's going to drive off the board. And he's going to try to run over these guys.
Yep.
But first I'm going to have Vasquez fire an Overwatch at you.
Okay.
I don't know if I can do anything with that.
No, nope.
Nope, not at all. The other guy, he might as well do it too. I don't really see you doing much, so yeah, what the hell? No, I'm not going to be able to do shit.
Okay. You're...
Alright, so now I have to pass an agility test to get out of the way, or this guy's going to just run me down. So, okay.
Yes.
Tyson does. Let's see if Padilla can get the hell out of the way. Yeah.
Oh, it would have been nice if he hadn't.
Good thing these guys got good agility. So they just kind of scooted up an inch to get out of the way of that truck careening off the board.
And
Apparently the Federalists just determined that they had enough. Olivier has gone back
No,
into
he's
the
not coming
church.
out. That'd be stupid because you'd get.
Oh, you're going to try and bring out.
I was thinking about it, but that'd be dumb because you would have clean line of sights on him behind that barricade from where you are.
Yeah, these 2 guys.
No, those guys would have a cover. It's the 2 over there that I'm worried about.
Oh. Alright, so now we got
3 in back in the
the
church.
remaining 3 chemical operators minus the dead Elsden back in the church. So again, he has no line of sight, and it's my time to start moving. The movement phase, Cox has moved tactically up. Anderson sprinted to catch up to Cox. Padilla and Tyson have moved up to this hill normally. And yeah, we got some targets now. Shooting phase. So these guys can't see each other. They're more than 2
Yep.
inches away.
I don't think you can see me either.
This guy can, yeah, they can see over the fence.
Okay.
Because they're on there's a, I don't know if you can tell, but there's a hill here.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, we can maybe take those dudes out. So we'll do some shooting there.
Okay.
Over there, I did stop the bleeding on that guy. And the other guy from Bravo team has made it over the fence. Now they're all behind that barricade. Oh, and my medic has made it back here. I want to make sure I get that AT4 guy back in the fight. And these guys are just going to hang tight. First thing we'll do is have Tyson
Or you
fire at
or
Morales.
you'll roll a 1 or a 2 and I roll a 6.
So we'll do a single tap to the head on Morales. Oh, with a 6, Morales could beat it.
You did.
Yeah, okay then. Padilla. We'll double tap just to make sure that don't happen. Oh. You can
Okay.
beat that with a 6.
I can beat both of them with a 6.
Okay.
Because that's a 1 and that's a 2.
Just don't roll 2 6s.
So the first one, no.
That's a hit.
I think I beat the 2
Okay.
because
so
you're a
lethality.
4 tied.
It's not lethality, but it is
Okay.
another hit on
Morales, see what you
So
do
he's
to
dead.
him. Okay.
because he took a second hit. So Morales is dead. So they have to take another test since they took 3 shots. They fail. They're going to go to pinned.
Yeah.
And that's it. So it's roll initiative. I
Do
got
it.
it.
Yep.
Now it's time to approach the church. End phase. I'm just going to go back on Overwatch with my machine gun. Everyone went on Overwatch. And then they did pass. And they went from pinned back to suppressed. Now it is the movement phase. At the end of the movement phase, Shadow Spear. Cox and... Who's the Oh, Anderson. Sorry. Cox and Anderson have moved up towards the door of the church. Bravo team, they did finish the they did stop his bleeding, and they moved up to this barrier here with a sprint. They couldn't make it normally. They did make it over the fence. They ducked back, but Padilla can still fire. Meanwhile, in the church, who is that there? The green base.
Olivier is at the device.
So Olivier is at the control panel of the device and covering the doors, getting ready to detonate. Meanwhile, we got Shiving and Wallace
At that one door.
at the door. So the door is closed. They know we're out there.
They know you're out there.
So the next turn, you could attempt to detonate.
I can also bring my reinforcements on.
You can start bringing reinforcements on, yes. He's been wanting to bring that tank in. He's been talking about it.
I have.
And my AT4 is down. For now. My medic did make it to the AT4, so hopefully next turn he'll get up.
Hopefully.
So shooting phase,
There's no shooting. Well, yeah, there is shooting.
I got
Okay.
Padilla.
Yep.
Oh, both of them. I can see with both of these guys.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much auto hits.
You're 7. There. 7.
Well, I'd be a sixes with double tap.
Double tap.
6 against your 2.
I'd get cover from the sandbags
Sandbags.
around the church.
Okay.
That'd be 3s.
3s, well, that'd be a defense thing.
Yeah.
It'd be a -1 to hit for me.
So you'd be 5s and I'd be 2s.
Yeah, okay. So we'll have, we'll start with Padilla.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
No, I can't.
So 1's down. Tyson. Oh,
Those I can beat.
those you could beat.
No. I beat 1.
Okay, so 4 up.
Yep.
No, just a hit. See
What's
what
he
happens
do?
to him. He's incapacitated. So
Yeah.
the Federalists have been pretty much taken out.
Yep.
And we have reached the church. And that was probably the most important initiative roll of the game so far.
Yep.
So let's do it. That's 3. Oh,
I have it.
That's not good. Arbok has the initiative.
Arbok has the initiative.
So command phase. I don't have any commands. Do you have any commands?
Overwatch.
Oh yeah, okay, Overwatch. That goes without saying.
Goes without saying.
And then now movement phase. The T-55 has rumbled on. It's been in a cave somewhere outside of Rio Manteca. Kind of like the Fallschirmjäger Stug at Monte Casino.
Totally.
They bring it out in times like this. He's just going to drive on. Meanwhile, who is going to do that there? Who is that back there? Oh, is that Olivier?
No.
Oh, gray base.
No, black base.
Black base, that's Shiving. So Shiving is going to kick the door open
And
throw a flashbang out.
Yep.
But before he can throw, so the door comes flying open. Anderson is going to take his Overwatch shot. I'm at a 4. Robert's at a 3. We got one chance at this.
I can blow it. I did not.
Damn.
Shot
How
the door.
about... Okay, so I still got other stuff over here. I
Okay.
got my Marksman.
That's going to be a bit more than a 2, though.
Yeah, the Marksman.
That's going to be a -4 on Overwatch.
-4? Why is that?
3 for the door and 1 for being on Overwatch, because he's not going to have the angle of the open door. It's going through the door.
So it's a... hold on. 1 against 3. I can do this. Come on, Marksman. Okay. Ooh.
So you're a
5?
5 to my 4.
Ooh, I
did
got
it.
you. So it's a 3+, but you have the body armor.
Yep.
So a 4+. He's toast. Oh, and the flashbang will drop into the church
Great.
and go off. Wallace is going to now throw a flashbang through the door. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So it hit. Where'd you throw it?
I put it right in the middle
So
between
it'll
the
get
two
both
of them.
of these guys.
Both those guys.
Okay. So both these guys are now stunned, but we did kill Shiving.
You did kill Shiving.
Oh,
We're not happy about
The
that.
10th Mountain Division Marksman killed Shiving. Okay, and then these guys are now stunned.
Mm-hmm.
This is all part of the movement and tactical phase, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you have any other movement?
I want to set off the device.
You're going to try to set off the device.
Yes.
Okay, so on a 5+,
No!
Olivier has had a change of heart. I can't do this. There's women and children living in this town. Why would I destroy it and half of northern Mexico?
So Wallace will clearly have to shoot him. And
Wallace says, "What the hell are you doing? Detonate! I'm not dying here, Wallace."
Well, of course not. You're wearing a chemical suit.
I don't think that's going to save you from the blast. Of course, we don't even know what the hell this is. I think they call this a MacGuffin, right? It's just something that's...
Wallace knows what the device is. He's like...
Everyone's after, but it never really plays a part in it. Okay, anyway.
Your movement.
My move. Into the movement phase. The tank is... Turret, boom, he's going to fire at the building. But Vasquez and his guys saw it turning towards him, and they sprinted out. So they are now down here. Meanwhile, Tyson and Padilla have sprinted around. Bravo team is now approaching the church as well from this side. And Wallace and Olivier are inside the building. Wait, was Wallace the one that got killed? No, that was Shiving. So it's Wallace and Olivier left in the building. They're arguing about setting off the device still. Olivier is saying no, Wallace is saying yes. But the enemy is closing in. These guys, the stun guys just move 1 inch. They can only move 1 inch. And they have crawled around that way, but they did get clear of the tank line of sight, at least by that fence. Just barely. And then the medic has revived the AT-4, which is our only hope. Well, not our only hope, but it is our most direct hope of taking out the T-35 or T-55. So combat phase, I think the only thing combat related is going to be the tank firing at that house. So the tank is going to fire around into the building. The professional crew,
Boom.
he hits it, boom. So 3-inch template. So it hits here, and fire and masonry rain down onto Vasquez and his buddy. Probably like a 2-up, or 2 or 3. Say 3-up.
3-up.
Body armor.
One dead.
Roll high as Vasquez. No. His buddy is killed.
And Vasquez is stunned.
Stunned. He's stunned by the falling masonry, which makes sense, and the blast.
And the fact there's a tank.
And there's a tank rolling in. We didn't sign up for this.
No. He's like, wait a second. How did T-55 get in Mexico?
I told you Arbok smuggled it in somehow. And I think that is all the shooting. Let's do our initiative test. Ooh,
Yours.
I got it. Okay. Now's the time to move into the church. Even though Cerebro's dead, and I need a 6 to even defuse the thing. Okay.
I wonder what happens if I hit the device with a tank.
Around through the church.
Yeah, why not?
That'd be interesting. Command phase. Any commands?
Um.
Oh, you got to test and see if your other reserves are going to come in.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
they do. Oh boy. So the red hats are going to come in. And I'm just going to put everyone on Overwatch.
Okay.
And movement phase. Bravo team, first thing, they're going to burst through the door. Olivier is on Overwatch. I think that's going to be an auto hit. Because he's a 7 minus 1.
He's a 7 minus 1 is 6. So that's an 11, yeah.
So auto hit. So 4 plus.
The guy with the
5
grenade
plus.
launcher.
No,
He's
he
not-
takes a hit.
He takes a hit,
Oh, he's
Stunned.
just stunned. Just the guy with the grenade launcher.
but he's stunned in the doorway.
He's stunned.
He's blocking the doorway.
Alright, we'll go like that then.
Okay.
Okay. Other than that, I'll finish my movement. Anderson is charging headlong into the flamethrower.
I'm a 7. 6.
Do you have to roll to hit with it? We better read the rules. I don't think
I
we've
gotta
ever
read the
fired a
rules on
flamethrower in this game yet.
I think 3 plus.
So 3 plus. We'll say 3 plus. It's a hit.
It's
It
a
is
hit.
So Anderson is hit.
It's a 3 plus lethality.
Okay, so 3 up. Anderson is cooked alive. We'll say it ignores the body armor, obviously. Anderson.
He's incinerated.
He's incinerated as he goes through the door. Poor Anderson. But Andrew Cox will charge in. And
Okay.
he is going to now charge Wallace,
Okay.
who cannot fire the flamethrower.
No, he'll
Overwatch
just have
again.
to do something else.
There'll be a fist fight. Knives, they each have close combat. Both operators. I'm going to have the slight advantage because I charged you, but it's going to be a close fight.
And
And
if
then I
you
still got these 2 guys
Yeah.
left to move.
stunned.
Yep. Okay, so I brought Padilla in, and then Tyson stayed outside of the building. He is right there, and he dropped a smoke grenade here because I know that other squad's coming in, and they could probably advance right up to the fence and fire. So we're blocking line of sight there. See how long it lasts. 2 turns. You could put a 2 onto that smoke there.
Okay.
We saw the charge. Oh, we got to bring those guys in.
Mm-hmm.
And then Olivier threw a stun grenade, but it bounced off and it landed back here on the device.
Wait, no, Olivier's a 7, isn't he?
Well, no, you don't get any bonuses for throwing anything. The 7 comes from your scope or your red dot. He rolled a 1 on that.
Yeah.
So it bounced 4 inches back and it stunned Olivier and that 10th mountain guy. And now we see the red hat squad moving in.
Then Olivier's just gonna. He's
stunned, so
he's stunned. So he's a 1. He can still move.
he can move 1 inch.
1 inch.
Yeah, all the stats go to 1.
Okay, then he's gonna duck behind the device.
Okay.
That's good
So
cover.
you're tactical behind the device.
Yeah.
Okay, and the red hats have nothing to shoot at. Oh, your tank.
Oh, my tank hasn't moved
Tank
yet.
hasn't moved yet. The thing we're going to do is we're going to resolve the Cox versus Wallace Close Combat. So I'm at a 8 and you're at a 7.
You
I got
beat me by
you.
1.
Because of that charge, I beat you. All right, Cox has wiped out Wallace. He bested him in personal combat. And I'm not going to fire anyone at Olivier because I don't want to shoot through the device, which obviously rules out throwing a frag grenade.
Okay.
The tank is up here just out of line of sight of my AT4, sadly. Yeah, no shooting.
No shooting.
No one's going to shoot. We're not shooting at each other. We're not throwing frags. No one wants to set off the device.
Nobody
Not
knows what the
Olivier.
hell's going on with after that flashbang.
Yeah, but a flashbang never went off, did it?
It did.
Oh, your flashbang.
My
That's
flashbang.
right. That's right. Yeah. So you would have been a 1 anyway to
Yeah.
shoot. But Pierre, commander of Shadow Spear,
No, you mean Arbok.
Arbok, he now knows what's going on. So starting the next turn, Robert can choose to try to remote detonate from the lair of Pierre.
Okay.
Yeah. So that'll be it. No more combat, right? So just...
Initiative. Oh,
Uh-oh.
good.
Bad guys got it. The movement phase, Olivier has charged Padilla.
I'm an 8 and you're a 7.
And we'll resolve that. Then after that, the rest of Bravo team is going to charge in and try to take down Olivier. And Cox has moved up here, and he's going to try to disarm it. So first we'll do the close combats,
Okay.
and
Then the shooting.
you're the tank.
The tank.
Yes, the tank. Okay, so you're going to fight Padilla. Oh, Padilla got you.
Pia got me.
Padilla takes down Olivier.
Okay.
Now,
The tank.
the tank.
Yes.
It's a hit, so
3.
kaboom!
So 3-inch template based on there, so I get Cox.
Okay,
3
Cox
plus
is hit.
lethality.
Cox is hit by the blast.
He's dead.
Oh, right when he was about to disarm the device.
dude, I gotta see if I set the device off.
Okay, on a 5?
5.
No! The device explodes due to the T-55 shell. Oh my god. That is not good. And now we know the nature of the device. What is it? You set it off. What is it? NBC, nuclear, biological, whatever the hell.
I think it's biological.
Biological. That explains the suits. Oh man. So half of northern Mexico has gone up in a whirlwind of biological terror.
Except my T-55 and their NBC suits.
The tank has survived, but all the rest of the guys are dead. Okay, wild game. We'll come back and wrap it up. And sadly, the world mourns for Mexico as the Arbok Doomsday Device was not disarmed. It was close. Let me see if Cox would have, if he would have even got it disarmed. No. It would not have disarmed it.
Would have been awesome if you'd rolled a 1 though.
Then it would have went off because of Cox. Yeah, better we didn't set it off. So everyone's dead. Everyone on the board is dead.
And
Except for the
unfortunately-
tank crew.
Except for the tank crew. And however, because this is northern Mexico and it's now uninhabitable, the American heroin and cocaine supply just dried up.
Oh well. Silver lining.
No more Zetas.
This is silver lining. Yeah, we've taken out every cartel in the world, in Mexico at least. Yeah, it was a wild game. I'm glad we made it. There was some good fighting in it in the church, and close combat wise, Cox took down Wallace, Padilla took down Olivier. We got to the device, and sadly El Cerebro was killed. I should have never brought him out. That was a mistake. I never did get to shoot the tank either with my AT-4. I also had a Hellfire missile, but only Padilla could fire it. So when he was here, I was really thinking about popping up here and hoping you missed, and then calling in the Hellfire on the tank. But I was like, no, I got to get to the church. I got to get in there. I got to disable the device. And sadly, it did not happen. So device exploded. Campaign over. So yeah, it was a good game. And thanks to Robert for coming over. I don't know where Andre is. I think maybe he was maybe did he say something about he was going camping?
I don't know.
He might have told me that last week and I just forgot, but never heard from him. So I took command of Shadowspear. I'd be interested to see what happened if Andre played this game. Knowing Andre, he would have been completely unconventional and did something totally wacky and maybe would have pulled it off. But when I'm running things, I went with my plan that I went over in the briefing. Secured both compounds, did a double sweep onto the church, made it. Just couldn't seal the deal in the end. So anyway, that'll do it for this one. And I forgot to mention, I've never said this in a video before, but you guys should subscribe to the channel. I've been looking at my channel analytics, and I noticed that like over half the people that watch this channel aren't even subscribed. So if you're watching and not subscribed, then
Now's the
subscribe.
time.
What the hell? What are you doing?
How else are you going to find it all on YouTube?
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, check out our Facebook group. Lots of cool guys on there. Check out our Patreon. We got a lot of stuff going on there as well. Campaigns, live streams, remote games we've been playing with guys too on this table with our stuff. So it's a lot of fun. And that'll do it. So the Doomsday Device is over, and Mexico will never be the same again.
But hey, at least we know it works.
It did work. Cerebro did his job right, damn it. And thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.